Hello and welcome back to Fantasy Geeks. You join us for another Marvel Crisis Protocol unboxing. And as you can see, it's Thanos.
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 No.
I'm only saying it how they say it in films. They seem to
Thanos.
switch between Thanos and Thanos.
I am Thanos. You are nothing. Apparently, going to the back of this.
That's nice.
It's not very nice, no.
No.
No. So we should get a nice big chair. Also, I've got two versions of his head and two either with or without the Infinity Gauntlet.
Cool.
So, we should also get in this character stat card, 2 tactics cards, 6 Infinity Gem cards, 14 Ultimate Encounters, 40 tokens, 1 Ultimate Encounter rulebook, 1 Thanos miniature, 2 bases, and 1 throne.
Cool.
So,
Excellent.
let's get it open.
We did have a discussion about this just to see whether it'd be bigger than Dormammu
We did.
or not. So it'd be interesting to see once we put them together, just model
I think he'll
eye
be
size.
around. Have you got Dormammu over?
We have, yeah. Come on, Dormammu.
Where do you think he's going to be?
What do I think he's going to be?
Yeah.
I
I think without these.
Underneath the hand, I reckon.
Yeah, I think that big.
Yeah.
We shall see.
Yeah.
That's
That's enough camera time for you, mate. You had your chance.
You've had your video.
Yeah.
It's now Thanos' time.
Yeah. Top gate crashing.
It's time he did it himself. So we have lots of screws. We have lots of other things. We have the little
Little booklet.
yeah, Infinity Gauntlet Encounter rules. It's the Ultimate Encounter core rules. So this is our little booklet we got with Dormammu.
Yeah. The Book of Dormammu.
This is the Book of Thanos. Right. Sure. These are all the tokens we got.
Wow. I'll open that up afterwards.
Yep.
Over here.
So we got,
You got
bases.
They look the same to me, but
Yeah, I think one so you can have the chair as its own object, I think.
right, okay.
Speaking of which, there is the chair. With some skulls. I don't know what the skulls are for.
Don't know, maybe the skulls of people he's defeated.
6 of them, maybe they're the Infinity Skulls, I don't know.
Infinity skulls.
And we have some bits of rock. Very similar to the Dormammu base. Then we have the back of the chair. So far the chair's taken up most of all the space. Oh, there he is. There's Thanos. I reckon he's even smaller than I thought.
Yeah. Yeah, looking at that now, it doesn't look that big.
I think if we'd done this one first, we'd have been impressed. I think because we've done it first, he's massive.
We're a bit underwhelmed.
I'm not underwhelmed, but I'm just
Yeah, no.
He's not that much bigger than a normal human, really, when you see him. Like maybe Hulk-sized.
Yeah, we'll have to...
I'll have to find the Hulk and compare him.
Yes.
Right, so which one just go this way first?
We're doing Thanos.
Building Thanos first.
Okay.
So this is numbered, so I shall zoom in. We have 2 and 1 for the body parts, 4 and 7 for the that's the right arm, and 8 and 9 for the legs, and then 3 for the first part of the left arm. And then choice of, not choice yet, where's that bit there? Choice of the other part of the arm is 6 or 5, choice of head is 16 or 15. And then we have these feet, which are 2 parts each, 13 and 10, 11 and 12, 14 for the neck, and then we just stick all that together. Right, cool. So we'll get all those parts off and back in a moment. Okay, so we have part 2. So we have these 6-sided pegs again, as we have with a lot of the models. Looks like we also have 4 pegs on there as well to fit it into place. There we go. Next up is the part 4 and 7, which is the right arm. So one of these things that forces it into one position. I don't mind the monopose models from I don't mind the monopose models from Atomic Mass games. They sort of make sense.
And they're pretty good stances as well, I must admit. They're kind of like the poses are very much of what you'd think of the superheroes would do.
Yeah, and with them all being individual heroes, it's not like you've got 6 of the same thing.
That's true.
You know, like a certain Orc Boys kit. So that's the legs, 8 and 9 together. So now we want to stick the body, the legs, the arm and the other part of this arm together. Start with the legs. I need to file some of that down maybe. That really should go in. No, not quite. I'm just going to file this down and then put it up. And there we go. Surprised it didn't take much off. So there's only like a little bit stopping it. Right, so put the arm up. There we go. I just need to run the mould line taker off along there. I shall do that once he's all stuck together though. Then we have this arm, which is actually in that position. Okay, so we'll let that set and we shall move on to the feet. These have 3 attachments in that. 3 little pegs on the other side. So they should all go in. Like that. Same on this one. Like that. Those are the feet done. So we can now literally attach the collar and the feet onto the body. Okay. And which one goes on which? Which foot's which? Yeah, which right? So that was going to go on that. Looks like it goes on there. I'll just do, yeah, so yeah, of course it does, because this one's got the foot at an angle, so of course that's the stepping foot, and that's the flat one. Yeah. Yeah. Of course it is. There we go.
Cool.
Jogging Thanos. Right. So now we give the options of which head and which hand to put on. I'm just going to let this dry for a second and I'll be back. Okay, so we have, hopefully you can make this out on the camera, we have Smiley Thanos,
Smiley Thanos.
And we have a sort of constipated Thanos. I reckon that one goes with the non-Infinity Glove just because he's annoyed because he doesn't have the Infinity Glove. That's the normal hand where he's just shaking his fist going, damn you kids, get off my lawn. So that's how it works.
Oh.
Yeah. But we're not using that one anyway. I'll retrieve it in a moment. We're going to use the Infinity Glove now because it looks cool.
I just like the fact you called it an Infinity Glove. It's like, yes, do you like my new Infinity Glove?
I could have called it the Infinity...
It's like 10 a penny, you know.
I could have called it the Infinity Oven Mitt, if you like.
Like the one we have downstairs?
Yeah, like the one we have downstairs. It's really good for cooking things. Just click your fingers and it's cooked. It's brilliant. There we go.
Very cool.
That's Thanos, and the base is here. So we're going to have him sort of walking off the base. He's at a slight angle in the picture. That seems to work. So we'll glue him on. Okay, so now we're going to start assembly on the throne parts. We have B4 and we have B5. Seems to be like the main central part. We've got 3 massive pegs here for this to fit in. Let's just get some glue on those and then we'll fit it together. Okay. There we go, that's a nice fit. No problems there. So now we need C1 and C7, which are parts of rock. Those 2 parts are going to go together. We also need C2. The C2 will go on one side and these 2 go on the other. These need filing down a little bit. But yeah, here we go. We have this little tab there. And we have this rock. Sort of looks like it goes on there, which it does. It goes on exactly there. So I'm going to stick these 2 parts together, I'm going to film down, and then we need to attach these 2 bits onto here. One of them looks like it attaches into there. So yeah, there's little grooves which match up with the grooves in there. That's going to go onto there. So we'll glue that on. We'll glue this to the other side, and then we'll come back. Okay, so this is where we're at. We have our throne so far. Next up is C5, which we're going to stick on there. That just fits on. And you've got all this MacGuffin at the back. And then we go with C3, which sticks onto here, locking that bit we just put on. So I'm going to go ahead and glue these off camera because the big bits need time to set. Okay, this is the position we have our throne in. The next thing we're adding on is step 5, and that's D5, which is this piece, and D7, which is this piece. So we have the throne as it is now. The next pieces we're going to put on are D5. This bit goes onto this peg here. There is an attachment there and it will fit onto there. This bit with the weird triangular thing on the back, that actually fits into this space in the back. It should line up with this rock, this jagged bit, and then this flat line should go on the back there. So again, I'm going to glue those 2 bits on and come back. So this is our chair assembly. Next up we have this piece, which is C4. Got a little sort of cube cutout that attaches onto this cube cutout piece there. Like that. And then we have C9, which I believe goes in the on the back where that bit is. So I'm going to attach those two. Then I'm also going to attach this bit, which is D6. This big bit here. This will attach onto this weird shaped thing. It has a corresponding weird shaped thing there. And that's going to attach into there. It's glued on. And then we have C9, which sorry, C8 even, which should attach around this side. Where's the other bit? So once that's on, it should attach onto there by the looks of it. There we go, like that. So I'm going to attach all these pieces and then return. Okay, so the last 3 bits of rock that we're going to go on. We have this bit here, which is C10. This bit fits over there. Then we have C6, which is this bit here. That bit's going to fit onto that. And then we have C11, which goes onto there. This bit keeps falling off because it doesn't really fit into the peg that's there. It sort of slides underneath it. It's a bit weird, but also like putting this in is going to keep it in place properly. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Okay, so now we've finished this big bulky part. We're on to the actual chair. We're starting with D2, which is this bit. This bit plugs into that bit, so we'll glue that in. I should leave it separate for now. Just wondering about painting it.
I'd leave it separate for now so you can paint round it.
Yeah, it's going to be... I'm not going to get to any of this bit.
No.
Yeah, I'm going to leave this bit separate and glue it on when it's done. That makes sense. So in that case, what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue these two parts together. And this gives like a solid base. So that is D1 and D2. D4 and D3, those two get glued together. Again, we've got various size connectors in there. So those two will be glued together, and then it goes that way around and gets glued into there. That's right. Yep. So I'm going to glue all this together, then we're going to finish chair. So as I finished chair, nowhere on the instructions does it tell you what to do with the skulls. I presume you can just add them for effect onto the base if you wanted to.
If you wanted to.
Add it's not a Games Workshop miniature, it won't be. I'm just going to leave it as it is.
But there could be scrolls.
Scroll skulls? I suppose it could be scroll skulls. So Thanos goes stood there at the front.
Cool.
Menacingly walking down. Apparently inevitable. There's also a second base. We got this with Dormammu and we didn't really know what they're for, but I reckon that you just put it in there so you've got the chair.
That makes sense. That would make sense. So it could be a piece of scenery then.
Yeah, because there's over 3 underneath it as to denote the size of the scenery. If someone wants to throw it at somebody.
Right.
So like the Dormammu, that's what the spare base would be for.
Of course it would.
Yeah. Speaking of Dormammu.
Did you want Dormammu?
I want Dormammu.
Dormammu's back.
Dormammu's back. That's the scale difference from Dormammu and Thanos.
So we were way off.
Way off. He's definitely...
definitely bigger.
Much bigger. I thought Thanos might come up to about there. But no. No.
Nowhere near.
Nowhere near. I suppose that's right though, because Thanos isn't that massive.
True. Yeah.
So yeah. He does have the Infinity Gauntlet. So it'd be interesting to see who won.
It would. It would be interesting to see if you could fight them off against each other.
Yeah. What, as both as cosmic threats?
Yes.
One cosmic threat versus another.
Yeah.
Maybe. There we go. So that is Thanos, the model. Which is mine, everywhere.
Come on, Mummy.
It's my moment in the sun.
You've had your camera
my time. So let's look at the cards we get with it. Got a whole bunch of these cards. So we have the Daily Bugle, Cosmic Invasion, Black Order Descends on Earth. We have Power of the Cosmos, Face Me, Infinity Gem Power, Infinity Gem Space, Infinity Gem Time, Infinity Gem Mind, Infinity Gem Soul, and Infinity Gem Reality. We have My Divinity is Absolute, Cosmic Entities, on there.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I'm just aware that there's shadow on here. There we go. That's where this lamp is. And we have the Crisis Team tip card. So that's what all the tokens are, the many tokens. Crisis Team tip card, Infinity Gauntlet. Cosmic Tip Threat card.
There's something on the back of that one.
Is it? I presume this one is the counter for like doing stuff on during the game.
So there's the back of that one. Yep.
And there is Thanos, the Mad Titan. Pictured without the Infinity Glove, because I imagine this is his non-cosmic threat version. And then we have, finally, Thanos, Chosen of Death. So this will be his cosmic threat version card.
That's one heck of a name.
It is indeed. Let's see the side. There we go. Did quite a bit with it again. Like with Dormammu, you've got all the rules that are actually adding them into the game and playing a completely different style of game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I really want to do. But I need to get Thanos painted at least.
Yes, and Dormammu. Actually, I'm surprised there's not a card that Thanos can use. Dormammu, I've come to bargain with you.
I suppose you have the Time Stone, so...
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, could happen. Cool. There we go. So that is, I think there's only 2 Cosmic Threats so far.
I think so, yeah.
So I'm not sure what we're getting next for Crisis Protocol. But stay tuned, there'll be more stuff. Probably some more X-Men, maybe.
Maybe, yeah.
To bulk out the X-Men, so we have a full X-Men team. And we'll see. Still missing Thor and Loki, so maybe those guys.
That would be interesting, yeah. 'Cause we've got a couple of Avengers then, haven't we?
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd like a couple more X-Men just to make a bit of a team going there.
He is a cool model.
He is actually. He is a lot smaller than I thought he would be. I thought he'd be a tinsy-wincy bit bigger. But then again, I suppose he's only the same as Hulk or Venom or...
I think for bulk, I think the Hulk Hulk's bulk is bigger.
I would say so, actually. Yeah.
Looking at him, you think he's about the same height, but the Hulk's sort of takes up more space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But cool. Yeah, well, cool. I love the little chair that you get with him.
I look forward to painting it, to be honest.
Yeah, it should be really cool. Yeah.
So stay tuned, you might see it painted soon. Other than that, please like and subscribe.
And we'll see you soon.
Bye for now.
Bye.